last video, we got the Hellcat YJ driving, but it was cut short due to a massive leak in my front seal. In this video, we'll fix the front seal by adding more power, and then I'll custom fabricate an exhaust that'll make this thing bearable to drive without compromising on tone. And finally, we'll take it for a rip. To stop the leak, I had to replace the engine's front seal, and to do that, I had to remove the crankshaft pulley. This is a long breaker bar. I'm gonna fall and crack my head open, bro. Oh my gosh. What just happened? Oh, thank the Lord, dude. That was tough. This is a huge bolt. All right, I believe I've got the right puller for the job, so we're gonna see how this goes. Hey. It's getting a lot easier. Woo! Yep, it let go. So this is what the seal is looking like. It's had better days. So this is the crankshaft pulley, and I'm actually gonna be replacing this because, as you can see, I guess the damper part of it is completely shot and goopy. So the silver lining here is that it gives me an excuse to go buy a 10% overdrive lower pulley. Did I want to do that? No. A front seal leak is the only reason I'd be doing this mod, and you know, hey, that's just more boost. Okay, I'm about to drill into my crank. This is for the pin kit on the new overdrive pulley. I want to say for the record how uncomfortable this makes me. It's got to be done. I just don't really like the process. All right, I've got this crank drilled and reamed. Now I just got to install the seal. It's a fresh one from the dealership, so hopefully this goes simply. I think that's it. Is it all the way in? I sure hope. In order to install the new crankshaft pulley correctly, the manufacturer says to heat it up in the oven and then install it while it's still warm. What? Yeah! Nice. Whoa, whoa. I don't know if that was my back or the crankshaft. My tool broke. See, it sheared right off. As far as failures go, this is probably the best situation. I didn't break anything on the crankshaft. $100 part, it's a lot easier than having to get a new crank. So I'd called the ATI and they told me that I shouldn't have to hone the hub if I have a stock crankshaft. This is a stock crankshaft. There was no moving that anymore. Once this comes in, I'll remove the hub, I'll hone it, and then try again. Is it honed? At least a little bit. Is it out of round because of this stupid keyway? Yeah, probably. Let's give it a shot. It's going on much more easily this time. So I'm using some RTV to plug the hole with the key in it, and then I think I need to grind this right here just a little bit, and possibly some of these bolts right here. So, have I mentioned how uncomfortable this entire process makes me? All right, here's what our grinding job's looking like. And then did the bolts, just kind of took off the lip that's on them, and they said that should be enough. So let's slap this hub on. Let's do it, finally. Installing this crankshaft damper was difficult and time consuming, and I didn't show most of it, but it took a good 2 weeks between breaking tools and waiting on new parts. For those who are doing this at home, check the description, I put some advice there. All right, I believe I got it pressed all the way on. Way smoother this time. Let's go ahead and throw on the... Shoot, I just got boogers all over my new belt. That was my back. Oh, boom, baby, let's go. I'm so done with all of this right here. Let's get on with anything else now. All right, here's the exhaust setup I'm going for. We've got dual 3-inch pipes. We got the cat, and then some vibrant ultra quiet resonators here. And then right here, I'm going to put an H pipe, and that'll be where the O2 bung goes. You know, those will go up to the headers, and then these will dump probably out of the side of the Jeep. A lot to do, let's get going. Doing pretty good, we're doing good, and then not so good, and then it just kind of fell apart. All right, here's what we're working with. Here's the H pipe. I need to weld a bung right there, the cats, and then the resonators. So let's put it under the Jeep. Okay, so here we've got the H pipe, and we're right next to the engine, so that's where one of the exhaust outlets is. The other one's right there. They're gonna have to come right here, and then it goes through underneath the transfer case and out right here. Now they're just gonna dump right before my rear wheels. Unfortunately, the nearest exhaust hanger is all the way back here, so I'm gonna have to fabricate something to go here. This thing ain't going anywhere. Nice. It's on. Now I need to weld something to my exhaust so that it hangs up here. We call this annealing. Yeah, so this is really cool. We've got quite a bit of clearance now. Very happy. All right, I've got one of the pipes mocked up. Look at that, oh my gosh. This isn't my first time stick welding an exhaust. I'm gonna roll a clip from the last time I did this. Next, I use my insane fitment abilities to achieve 0 gaps in my downpiping. Perfection. This is gonna be way easier to weld, let's just say that. Yay. The tack back there is not adequate. I gotta be so careful. Ow. Woo hoo 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 hoo. That was easy. So I reinforced the welds a little bit, and I've got it all mounted now. I'm very happy with it. It fits like a glove. I literally have no more room, and in fact, I might not even have room for a front drive shaft yet. I might have to get something custom made for that just to clear this V-band clamp. As for the rear, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut some straight tubing, weld on a 90, and just dump it out on each side. Hopefully it sounds good. The new exhaust is still a little loud, but it's quieter than it was, and you can hear the supercharger whine, so that's a win in my book. I completed the welds and then took the Jeep to get gas for the first test drive. $369. Golly. And I've since taken this Jeep through town to try to identify any issues, but I haven't found any. And with that, I'll leave you with the only acceleration clip I managed to record.
Tune in next video where I blow up the supercharger.